Alright, first and foremost, I like to give all praise and glory to how Bashim, how Shai, Bashim, Kakodash, and day in and day out in all sincerity. I want to do a video entitled Fear Not the the reproach of men. Those study basically going into not studying, what other men how to think, what the world how to think about the doctrine that we're teaching. I want to start off with this precept here. Isaiah 51:7, it says, hearken unto me, ye that know righteousness, the people in whose heart is my law, which the Lord speaking to his elect. That is the ones that know righteousness. That is the ones whose law is in their heart. It says, fear ye not the reproach of men, neither be ye afraid of their violence. So don't be afraid of what I had to say. Don't be afraid of what I had to do against us. To us or speak about us. You go out, you hear the word, you believe. Don't study, where your family had to think, and what your brother had to think, and what your mother think about it, and what your father, the Lord say he come back for one of our family, and two of our family and one of our city. So not the whole family gonna get saved. It's not the whole family gonna receive the word. Yahushua had 4 brothers, 2 received the word, 2 didn't. So that should be an example on how it can be for us in this time. And here, the Lord ain't coming back to save our whole family. Lord coming back for his elect, coming from different families. Let us read it over. It says, hearken unto me, ye that know righteousness, the people in whose heart is my law. Fear ye not the reproach of men, neither be ye afraid of their violence. And guess what? Have men that will come out and listen to you on the highways and the byways, and will go home and will be like, they'll go tell the wife or they'll go tell the family, hey, there's some men out there preaching some real good thing. And when it come into this truth, you had to free yourself of all emotions. Empty your cup basically. As Paul said, be renewed in your mind and in your spirit. You're becoming a new man. You ain't thinking about what people had to think about John. You're thinking about people had to be about how to say about a new man. When people see it, or when two see it, they should say this man moving different. This man is think different. Right, have men whose actions are this. Ezekiel. And this explains people are still talking against thee by the walls. It says by the walls, or it says also, thou son of man, the children of thy people are still talking against thee by the walls. Or it could mean about thee by the walls, and in the house and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that come forth from the Lord, from Yahweh, which come in the mouth of Ezekiel. It says, and they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people. They will say that is the truth. Jake will walk past and say, hey, keep it up. But guess what? They wouldn't come out. Why? Because they don't want people to see them dressed up in these garments. They don't want people to say as the rejected, which were the publicans and the sinners. When the scribes and the Pharisees saw him sitting with the publicans and the sinners, we tell them, he said, they that behold need not a physician. So you weren't afraid to sit with the lowly or with the ones regarded as rejected. Yahushua didn't care what I had to say about him, because it's them he come for. So if there's the truth, there's what gonna get we saved. We're not supposed to care about what other men had to say, or what your father had to say, or what your mother had to say, what your auntie had to say. I used to say, Just leave me there. Just leave me alone. I know what I do, and don't have nothing to tell me. You know. Keep your advice for yourself. You should take your own advice and become a billionaire. But guess what? They won't take the advice. The advice have them down in a pit and then realizing it. You know? But they're trying to bring you down in that pit with them. Get an next example where a man were afraid to follow the Lord. John 12. John 12 and John 12 verse 42. Salak, not John 12 and 42. Matthew 12 and 42, right? Salak, eh? So let me make sure. Yeah, John 12 and 42. It says, nevertheless, among the chief It says, nevertheless, among the chief priests, among the chief rulers, also many believed on him. But because of the Pharisees, they did not confess him, lest they should be put out of the synagogue. So they did believe, but because of the Pharisees, they didn't confess the Lord. They didn't confess the Lord because they were afraid of what the Pharisees would do to them, which is put them out of the synagogue. They would have no place in the synagogue because the Pharisees hated their house shy. You know, they John 7 verse 10. It says, but when his brethren were gone up, then went he also up unto the feast, not openly, but as it were in secret. Then the Jews sought him at the feast and said, where is he? And there was much murmuring among the people concerning him, for some said, he is a good man. Others said, nay, but he deceiveth the people. Howbeit no man spake openly of him for fear of the Jews, for fear of the scribes and the Pharisees. You know? So what they didn't confess Yahushua openly because they were studying what the Jews had to say, or what the scribes and the Pharisees had to say about them, or the chief priests had to say about them. The second is just 15 and 3. It says, fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Yeah, so the fear, what they think against you. Let not the incredulity or the unbelief, or the lack of faith of them trouble thee that speak against thee. So don't let their unbelief or interfere with your faith or your belief. As the apostles say, Romans 3 verse 3, it says, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Yeah. Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? It says, God forbid. Yahweh forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, and but every man a liar. So let the Most High be true and every man a liar. So if the Most High say, there you go with. Don't study what they think. They as knowing about grace based on what the grandmother teach them, based on what they go Sunday school and learn. Like how Jesus live. Jake don't live according to the precepts of the Most High. Jake don't live according to what the Most High had to say, or what the Most High said to do, or what the Most High say must do. If the pastor tell them, hey, you can eat pork and the Most High go forgive you, guess what? They're eating pork. Just the other day. I was watching a video and the pastor read a scripture for them. A law, a commandment. The pastor read a commandment for them. And they say, he read the commandment, which I think was either dealing with bald head or dealing with dietary law. I can't remember exactly. And after he read it for them, he asked them, you could do this, and what they say this? They say, yes, softly. And he say he wanna hear it loudly. He say he could do this, and they say yes, which showing you that what they do or how they live is based on what he teach them. They don't study the Most High words. They don't study what the Most High had to say. They study what the pastor had to say. Why? Because they're seeking a reward from man. They want to be well spoken of by man. It says Isaiah 29 verse 13. It says, wherefore the Lord said, for as much as these people draw near me with their mouth. Yeah, I love the Lord. I love God with my whole heart and my whole soul, and I will do anything for the Lord. As much as they draw near me with their mouth, says, and with their lips to honor me. With their lips to honor me, mouth praise, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is stored by the precept of men. But have removed their heart, which means the mind. So when they're going to commit the sin, they don't study the Most High, because the mind is far away from the Most High. But on a Sunday when they're going to church, they will go and sing, my God is awesome and he's worthy to be praised, and all the fucking feel good tunes, feel good gospel, to make you feel righteous, to make you feel cleansed, or to make you feel worthy, like you didn't commit a sin for the week, to make you feel joyous or happy or in mood, to be in that spirit of mood. Like if the Lord come for you today, you're gonna get saved. But inwardly, on your mind, you really and truly don't think about the Lord. So it's these are the people we have to stay away from. It's people that lack understanding, that lack knowledge, that lack judgment. It says, but have removed. The Lord didn't say the heart far from me, that have removed. So which meaning if the mind on the Lord, they take away their mind from thinking upon the laws, and from thinking upon the commandments, and from thinking upon the judgment and the fear of the Lord. But have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. We mean by the precept of men, by the lessons or by the commandments of men. So if the pastor say, don't get a tattoo, how you could eat pork and it's a sin, it's not a sin to eat pork, but it's a sin to get a tattoo. Or why the pastor let the congregation pay tithes if the Lord don't away with? See, the perfect scripture, the fear towards me is taught by the precept of men. That how they deal. They deal with what their pastor had to say or what their pastor had to do. We don't deal so we not men please us. Well, we're not supposed to be men please us. As the scripture say. But let's read these last two precepts quick. It's Matthew 10:28. It says, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. So two things that I say. Well, men should stop going out on the street. Say don't fear them. They only able to kill the body, and they kill the body. They just put it to rest. They just put it to sleep until the Lord come back. But the scripture said the dead in your house shall rise first. If you're dead for the word's sake, if you're dead in this truth, guess what? When the house shall come back, you're gonna be one of the first among among the first to be on the chariot. So the Lord say, fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell, which is Yahweh Shai. Those two are able to kill both the soul and the body and put it in hell. So who you are to fear? The Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Fear what the Lord think about you. Fear what the Lord had to say about you. Fear what the Lord telling the angels to do to you. Don't fear what a gangbanger could do to you. All he could do to you was what? Pay to sleep. That is all. That is all he could do to you. No, the most I could do to he after the most I could send him mad. The most I could put you on some crack and send him mad. Most I could make him fall off a building and damage up his spine, and have him crippled. Ain't kill him, but have him crippled and torment him. It says 1 John 4 verse 4. It says, Ye are of the Most High little children, and have overcome them. Overcome who? These 2/3, these unclean spirits that come against us. You have overcome them. Because why Yahweh Shai overcome them? Yahweh Shai overcame the world. It says, because greater is he that is in you, who is in us, Yahweh Shai, than he that is in the world. Because these spirits subject to Yahweh Shai. These spirits fear Yahweh Shai. These unclean spirits fear Yahweh Shai. So it says, greater is he that is in you, which is Yahweh Shai, than he that is in the world. Which is, we know ultimately any kind of soul come up again is because against his Salakia, it's because a spirit on him, an unclean spirit on him. But greater is Yahweh Shai than these unclean spirits. So they don't fear. Don't fear what I had to say, don't fear what I had to do. Don't fear what they threaten you and tell you, but fear how Hashem Yahushai. So with that I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us the truth. Peace and blessings unto the men of Great Millstone that pushed us word in and day out. Sincerity and all truth. Until next time, I want to say shalom unto the elect. It's matter now from Trinidad campus.